Hello, everyone. This is Maureen Siddiqui. I'm back in the Women Who Lead group. We've been in the middle of masterclass of Build Your Seven-Figure Dream Team, and we just completed day 4. And as promised, we thought we'd bring on some client testimonials. In fact, they were jumping on. They said, "How can we help? Bring more people. More people need this. So what can we do?" I'm like, "Let's jump on live and let's share with people what your journey has been like." So today I have Fouzia Raza here, and she also resides in Atlanta. And we've actually met. So she's a mom of twins. She's a small business owner. She runs Paper to Petals Design and Decor, and she's also an aspiring coach. She's looking to maybe start her relationship coaching business as well. So she's got a lot of big dreams and wants to accomplish a lot. But she came to me feeling like, I don't have enough time. How are you doing all this? You're running a nonprofit. You've got a job. You've got kids. You do this. How are you doing this? It's like, it's all in your mindset. It's all in the mindset, because anything is possible when you start opening up and really applying that you are limitless and can create whatever it is when you start with working on yourself and your self-leadership. So here she is, Fouzia, today. She is going to talk to you about her journey. Like, what was she dealing with when she came on, when she approached us, when she called me and she was like, I need your help. She was following us for a while and she said, I need your help. I want to know, what is it that you're doing that you're able to do so much? So tell the client, everyone here, like, what was it like in Fouzia Reza's mind in her life before joining our program? And that was just a couple months ago, I think.
It was chaotic. Just one word, chaotic, because I had those big dreams and I felt like I never have time to do after being a mother, it always felt like being selfish if you're doing something for yourself.
Mom guilt
So
is real.
yeah. But when I saw you and Alexis, and then I was like, they have 2 kids, wonderful kids, and they're doing all those things with delegation and everything. So first time I remember I joined the January workshop, which was about the mindset. And it was mind opening. It was mind blowing. And that changed my thinking. I was like, wow, there's so many things, I can take on from here, the qualities, the tips, the tricks. And if I can do it in a free 5-day workshop, what's going to happen if I'm going to be doing this every week with these amazing ladies? And I've seen a difference. I saw a big difference in being consistent, time management, leading with confidence, taking away the self-doubt, and not having those impostering feelings that, oh, I cannot do it. If whenever I feel like I cannot do it, it's always either Marine is there or Alexis is there to just hold me up and say, okay, let's walk this through. And it has helped me. It has helped me. That means it has helped my daughters. It has helped my husband. It has helped my house. It has helped all the people connected to me, because I am their emotional rock. And before it felt like, okay, I'm there to help, I'm there for everybody, but I need to get my own emotional power so I can give more. And I love helping others. So when I joined this amazing community, it's so powerful. You can feel that energy, that vibe to do more, to come up with plans. And they help you, they cheer for you, and it's just an amazing feeling. I want
Yeah.
others to feel that.
So I want to kind of describe some of the words that you were using when you first came in. I remember you saying that, I feel like my husband doesn't get me or he doesn't support me, and I just need to be there for him. Like, you didn't have time, and I've got twins. I'm running them here. I'm running them there. How can I even start my own business if I've got this and I've got, it's always a struggle. I think these were some of the things. Can you describe what that was like so people can really see in themselves that they may be going through the same thing?
Yeah, because when one partner is working so hard and you are a stay-at-home mom, you feel like you have so much responsibilities. There's no more time or space for anything else. And I felt stuck in that moment. I was like, I feel so stuck. I'm giving and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. But I always had these big dreams to finish my degree, to do this business, and to be consistent, to get clients, to become successful business owner and show, help my community. Every time I used to come back on helping others, helping communities, but I can't give if I don't have in me. And that's where I was getting like my energy was draining and I was getting lost and feeling stuck.
Yeah.
And I started this workshop, and I came back. I can definitely say that it's a work in progress, but I'm coming back, and it's helping me.
Yeah. Tell us some of the things that you've accomplished. Like you were feeling overwhelmed, you were
Yeah.
feeling stuck.
So
What were you feeling overwhelmed about?
I had big plans before COVID. I finished my associate degree in chemistry from Georgia State, and I was about to go in CDC to do like to be a volunteer or as an intern to just see where I belong and what I want to do. And COVID happened,
Mhm.
and on one side I was about to do that, and the other side I was about to take. I had two partners to do this event planning business, take it become a full-time event planner from a part-time
Mhm.
event planner. And since COVID happened, no parties were happening and everybody was trying to be away and stay safe. So I lost my partners. I lost those two deals, which were really big for me, and I didn't know where to stand. And that whole last year, I did some work. I'm not gonna say I was not, but the biggest thing was I was not consistent with my company. It was, one world Father's Day, I got big big break, big clients. I was very busy, but then there comes a dip. It's never consistent. So I always struggle with being consistent, or not even that, just me being a mom. I became so busy with one kid or another kid or some other stuff happening in my personal life that I don't have time to give it to my business. And that's where I was like, it's just not consistent. I don't take it as a serious thing. Why don't I keep it consistent, even if it's one party or two parties or two products or two clients? It can be anything, but it should be consistent. So that's where, when I entered this goal set coach group, the first thing I wanted to be is consistency. And since I joined you guys, I started my virtual classes, our classes, Mommy and Me, our classes, that has been reaching my goal of one class per month. And I have been doing great till now. Like, people love that. It's a great idea. People love it. They're supporting it. And I have my like class full. For Valentine's, I had to do extra class for them because they really wanted that. And I shipped those kits. Other than that, like, I do part-time event planning. But the biggest thing was I was a people pleaser. So I didn't know how to say no to people. So
Mhm.
with negotiation, with leadership, everything comes with saying no. You have to be firm with them and be in a way where they don't get upset. So through through this coaching thing, I learned how to say no in a nice way.
Mhm.
I learned where to stop. I learned my boundaries. I
Mhm.
learned this is me and this is where I stand and this is what I love to do. I found myself, and I have been really consistent with finding two clients per month. That was my goal, which I set with you and Alexis. And
Yeah.
we're like, okay, I'm just gonna
I was
keep
like,
it part time.
think bigger, think bigger.
Yeah. and and then the biggest thing I wanted to do is the life coaching. I wanted to take that step. So before that, I signed myself up in a Georgia's Pinners Conference. It's a Pinterest conference, a really big thing for craft people because they get interviewed and they had to teach a class. And the class, normally, if it's full, it's more than 100 people in a class. And going there next week, and I'm really, really happy about it. And the biggest thing that you helped me do that was celebrating the moment. I was so busy in telling myself what is wrong in other things that you had to stop me and say, celebrate that you have like 50 people registered for your class. It's
Yeah,
a big celebration. And I was like,
that's huge.
wow, yeah,
And it didn't
yeah,
take much effort. You just put it out there and people signed up. I was like,
yeah.
and
I
that's,
stopped,
yeah,
I
go ahead.
stopped being afraid.
Mhm.
I stepped out of my comfort zone. It's nothing like every time, and you can tell me that, you can agree to that. Every week I come back, I'm like, I'm gonna tell them I'm not coming. I can't do this. It's too much. And then you're like, okay, what is too much? What you cannot do? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this is gonna happen. Maybe it's Ramadan. Maybe my kids will need something. And you're like, no. And I'm like, my husband is ready to go with me, but I think he will not go with me. And you're like, you know, it's you
Self
thinking against you.
self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs. The fear comes in, right? You start to grow. We talk about this in our program. We talk about this in our group too, like, right? In Women Who Lead, when you come out of your comfort zone, you've got all this and you're stepping into that growth zone. What starts to happen? Fear, self-sabotage. I can't do this. Oh my God, what if I mess up? It's too much. I don't have the time. These are self-sabotaging thoughts in your mindset that start to stop you, right? And if you don't have somebody to speak to that can hold you to what it is that you want and notice what you've been doing so that
Mhm.
you can break that vicious cycle, then that's why you're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish.
And because of you, when I start communicating and being transparent, I realized that it was more overthinking. And I have so many people to support me. My husband, my in-laws, my friends, my sister. There's so many people. Like we think that we don't have that, but we don't realize until we overcome that overthinking and be a leader, be lead, delegate. We feel like, oh, we are bothering others. Oh, it's just overthinking. It's just
Yeah, like how can I ask them to do that? They won't do it. I'm like, if they want to do it, they will do it. And you thank them for doing it. That's it. One of the things that with becoming a leader, we've talked about is that being really intentional with what it is that you want to accomplish. And when you stand in that, people want to contribute. When they
and
see that you are creating something and that you are doing something, people want to be a part of it. That's
yeah,
it seems like why people join our program. They want to be around us. They want our energy. And we want them. So we also, when you come in and you apply, we also interviewed you to see if this
yes,
is the right program for you, right? Because
yes,
we don't want you to be in a place that doesn't fit for you or doesn't fit what we're creating, right? You have to
yes,
be at a certain place where you're ready to take the steps because we're going to hold you to it. So if this is what your goal is, you're going to make it happen. And that's what we hold you to. And that's what's been happening. Tell me about like your relationship with your husband. You were saying, I remember before you were saying it was always like, we're not always agreeing on things. What is it like now that you're more open and transparent and have that mindset to
yes.
listen?
We support each other. We love each other. We knew we love each other, but at the same time, when my overthinking comes back to that whenever and I think I talked to you about this too, and I remember that conversation when I was like, he said no, and then I started saying, I feel like this happened, and I feel like he thinks about that, and you stopped me there and you said no means just no. He didn't say anything after that. It's just you thinking about those things. And that's where I felt like when I stopped that, it's just a big clarity. It's such a big clarity
Freedom.
that, and it can be with anybody, your boss, your colleagues, your friends, your people, your co-partner, anybody. And I feel like that just make communication so easy. So for example, this spinners conference, it was a big thing for me. And when I explained it to him, he was like, yeah. So 2 months ago we talked about it, and we was like, okay, what's going to happen with the kids, because I'm going to be for the whole day. Okay, we're going to make sure that kids are handled. And then what's going to happen? Okay, I need a person there, I can be there for you. I never expected at first he can be there, because he's a very busy person. I thought he is very busy because he's a successful IT consultant. He doesn't have time. He normally working till 7 p.m. since
That's in your
morning.
mind. You thought that.
Yeah. And I didn't believe when he said, okay, I can be there for you. And I was like, and before I used to think it's too much to ask. It's selfish to ask my kids to be at somebody's house and not with me. It's selfish of me to ask that be there for me. But when I just stopped overthinking, talk to people, and communicate, it became so easy. And
Mhm.
now it's like we have a clarity, we have a transparency in our relationship where we understand each other more. I have stopped overthinking, and we are on the same page about majority of things. And even if we are not, because we are human, we work it out. We always come up with an open mind. We talk about it. We put pros and cons, we write it down, how you feel, where you need space, where I need space, and that makes a big difference. That
Yeah.
I had no, couldn't believe it's still happening. I like every time I'm like, no, I feel like it's selfish of me, but I have to remember, I have to remind myself that this amazing thing happened because of you guys, because of this group.
Well, you did the work. Look, so we can teach all day long, but until you apply it, I tell this to all our clients, until you apply it, then we can coach you all day long. You have to apply it and take action and actually do it and stand in what it is possible for you and your in your community. And look at the relationship now that you have with your husband, where you thought, I want to do all these things, I want to accomplish all these things, and you weren't getting the support. You thought you weren't getting the support from your husband. And once you had the conversation and started saying that I need support in this, he was like, yeah, what do you want me to do? Right? And
Yeah.
now you thought in your mind that nobody wanted to see you excel. You really did. In your family, I remember the conversation with your family, with your husband. I have two twins. How am I going to do this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and who's stopping you? Well, they said whatever they said, but that shouldn't stop you. You're the only one that stops yourself. You want to get to that 7-figure goal and create the dream team that you want, anything is possible. Not even COVID can stop you. It may pivot your plan, it may pivot the way you go about it, but nobody can actually stop you. You have to stop getting out of your own way. And that's what you've been doing.
Yes.
And really being with people. Once you become self-aware of what you're doing, then you can start really listening of other people and create that community that you want for yourself that lifts you.
One more thing I'm just going to add, Marine. I know we are on a time crunch. That coming to those Monday mindset classes, like to know somebody is accountable, and I need to answer someone, and I give in. That something is, highly important. That's why I'll say everyone who's thinking about it, come in, join in, and see the change in your own self. You'll see, you will do amazing, and you'll feel a difference, because I, in these 2 months, I have feel a difference in myself, and I would love to see in other ladies, and seeing them empower with me, and we can every single one, be it coach or other members, they all are there to cheer you up. Like,
Mhm.
I have made such a good relationship with each and every member here, and it's amazing how amazing these ladies are doing, and they cheer you. Nobody's cutting you off. They're here to listen. They're here to give you good ideas, and that it's gonna make your life easier and better in every
Yeah.
way possible.
You no longer feel like you're alone,
Yes.
right? I mean, how many
Yes.
times have you reached out to me in the DMs or, other the rest of the members have reached out either to me or Alexis, right? And we're always there. If we can't get there right away, we'll say, okay, we can talk to you at 4:00.
Yeah.
You know, we will make time for you because we know that you're committed to make a difference in your life. And if you're not seeing the progress, then why are we doing this? You know? So we want to make sure that you're doing the work, you're reaching out. You reach for us, we're going to pull you in. Let's go. You know? And honestly, like I tell each and every one of you as members, is that you're doing the work. So let me ask you one last thing. If you were talking to a friend that was struggling and they were on the fence about, being in the program, what is it that, because some people, they're like, oh, it's too much, or I've never invested in myself. I think you said that you had never really invested in yourself before either, right? And this was like a really big deal for you. And even your husband was like, what is it? What are you doing?
Yes.
So what would you say to clients out there that are on the fence? They're thinking about it, but they're just not sure if this is right for them.
This is the best thing you can do to yourself. We go to shopping, we do so many things to make ourselves better. This is something you can actually do it for yourself, and it's going to come back. It's going to repay you in every way, not just financially, emotionally. And me being a mom right now, I can tell you, because if to all those ladies who are those emotional rock in their family, who their husbands need their support, and their kids need support, and in-laws need support, and parents need support, they need to heal themselves first.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise that energy is going to go away. And for that, if they can make themselves better, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. And it's going to come back every time. People can have a lot of excuses of not joining it. Oh, we don't have money. Oh, we don't have time. We make time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have time. And that's what I learned
I don't
here.
even know who you are anymore.
Oh my God.
Who are you even?
That was the thing I said to you 2 months ago. I cannot believe that.
You're like, I can't afford this. I don't have time. I got family.
Yeah.
I have kids.
Yeah, I'm not making money right now.
Okay,
And
you
that money
too.
came back to me. I set up a money goal for my paper to bill, and I achieved that. I couldn't believe I achieved that. And when I write it down, I'm like, oh, I didn't even spend that money, and I made that money. And that's just that feeling is amazing. That tells you that you can do more.
Mm-hmm.
At first, we couldn't believe ourselves that, oh, we can actually go out with all those things, with all those responsibilities, we can actually do this.
Yeah.
But now I feel like if we are making excuses about time, we can make time. We have 1 hour a week for ourselves.
Yes.
We don't have money, we can make that money again. I bet you can. If you don't have money and you're a stay-at-home mom like me, and you have a small hobby / business, and you say you don't have that money, I'm telling you, you'll make that money again. Bet on it. Go get this course, and you'll that money's gonna come back ×2. I'm telling that. So at least you're gonna make that much. but this is amazing emotionally, and I feel like I'm ready to inspire others. I'm ready to help others. I'm ready to get into a certification of life coaching or relationship coaching, and help my friends who are struggling with relationships, or pre-marriage or post-marriage. I have always had a niche for that, and I have been helping them on the side, but I really want to be in it full time.
And you will. I don't know if you cut off. Are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you will. I know that's something that you just created a whole new goal for yourself. And you will get there. We're going to hold you all the way through.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for coming on. So for those of you that are listening, Fouzia Raza, she came to us it's been maybe a little less than 2 months, and came to us feeling overwhelmed, didn't think she had the money, didn't think she had the time to join.
Yeah.
And now she says she made back that money and then some, and she's got more time. It's all in perception. And notice that when you are saying that I don't have the money or I don't have the time, that's what's limiting you in all areas of your life. You have to break that vicious cycle and allow for the money to come in, allow for the time to come in. It's all how you start to manage it. And that's what we teach you here. So people who have worked with us, their businesses are at new levels. They're like, I don't even know where all this money all of a sudden came from after investing in you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, it's all in your mindset. You're blocking that money to come in. You're blocking that time to even have it. You're not managing yourself in the way that you need to be managing. You're not focused. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, but you're not focused, right?
Yes.
And so once you start to apply the tools that we give you and how you do the work that we teach you, which we have a really nice way. Alexis especially, I love when she breaks it down bit by bit, right? She'll break it down bit by bit so that you can really absorb what is being said and start applying it immediately, like immediately in whatever you're doing. You can even reflect back and say, oh, I could have handled that better. And you can fix it. You can fix that now. You don't have to have regrets. You can renew relationships. You can change the trajectory that you're going. It starts with you. And as soon as one of my other clients here, you guys are going to hear from her, she had something that showed up. And so we had a breakthrough this morning. I was talking to her. And during the masterclass, right after the masterclass, she was like, right after the breakthrough, I just booked 2 clients. This happens every time she has a breakthrough. I don't know what, but it's like she released something, let it go. I was like, how long you want to hold on to it, right? As soon as she let that go, she allowed new to come in. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're holding way too many things, you don't have any more hands or space to take on anything else, right? You need to let, here's my bar, my water. You got to let something go so you can receive. Okay. So if you're not doing that,
I agree.
Could be the problem. Could be the problem that you're facing. And if you're like, well, what is it that I need to let go? Well, let's talk through it. We can help you discover what that is stopping you, and then you can let it go. Because even Fouzia, when you came, you're like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm doing blah, blah, blah. That's the problem. You've been doing things the same way. Something needs to change in the way you're thinking, the way you're being, the way you're communicating. When that shifts, your whole world shifts.
Everything.
Your friends,
I agree.
Your business, really great. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your story with everyone. And I hope that it inspired many of you that are listening. And if you want to book a call with us, just do it. Like, what are you waiting for? Talk to us. Let's look at what is it that you're dealing with? What is it that you want for yourself? We can make it happen. I just dropped the link here. It's on the screen. I'll put it in the comments as well. But just click on it, pick a time. You'll get booked with either myself or Alexis, and we can talk about what are your dreams and aspirations, and what has been stopping you from getting there, and how do we get you there faster? Oh, I forgot to put in this. I forget about this all the time. Okay, should have had that ready, but there it is. All right. Thank you so much, Fouzia. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you on day 5 tomorrow.
Yes, you too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.